Hello everyone, I'm providing some important questions in Introduction to Cybersecurity. First I go with first module. In this module the first question is write a note on the following terms: cyberspace, cyber squatting, cyberpunk, cyber warfare, cyber terrorism, technocrime and techno-vandalism. The second question is explain the classification of cyber crimes. The third question is who are the cyber criminals, discuss in detail the various types of cyber criminals. The fourth question is define cybercrime, explain the various classifications of cybercrimes. The fifth question is list and explain the hacking and the Indian law under Indian ITA 2000 cybercrimes. The sixth question is define child pornography, explain the steps then the pedophiles use to operate with respect to child pornography offenses. The last question is discuss cybercrime in legal perspectives and explain Indian legal perspective on cybercrime. These are the important questions in Module 1. Then next I go with second module. In this module the first question is explain the phases involved in planning a cybercrime. The second question is what is cyber stalking, explain two types of stalkers and explain in detail how cyber stalking works. The third question is differentiate between active attacks and passive attacks, provide tools as example. The fourth question is what are botnets, explain how botnets can be used for gainful purpose. The fifth question is what is social engineering, what are its classification, explain each classification in detail. The sixth question is what is zombie network, what are the different attacks launched with attack vector, explain. The seventh question is list and briefly explain the tips for safety and security measures while using the computer in cyber cafe. The last question is draw a neat network vulnerability diagram, highlight the points which are leads to network vulnerability. These are the important questions in Module 2. Next I go with third module. In this the first question is explain the various stages of network attack. The second question is write a short note on the following: proxy servers and anonymizers, phishing and spywares, software keyloggers and hardware keyloggers, virus and worms, trojans and backdoor virus, and list the advantages of anti-keylogger. The third question is define phishing, how phishing works. The fourth question is explain the types of computer viruses. The fifth question is explain the types of DOS attacks and what are the preventive measures from being a victim of DOS attacks. The sixth question is what are the different ways of password cracking. The seventh question is how to protect from Trojan horses and backdoors. The last question is summarize traditional technique of attacks on wireless. These are the important questions in Module 3. Next I go with fourth module. In this the first question is what is phishing, explain the various types of phishing techniques. The second question is explain the types of phishing scams. The third question is what is whaling, explain the difference between whaling and spear phishing. The fourth question is list out phishing countermeasures. The fifth question is what is identity theft, explain the types of identity theft. The sixth question is discuss the techniques of identity theft. The seventh question is list out identity theft countermeasures. The last question is with a neat diagram explain SPS algorithm and mention its characteristics. These are the important questions in Module 4. Next I go with last module. In this the first question is what is digital forensics and computer forensics, explain the roles and typical scenarios involved in digital forensics. The second question is with the aid of diagram, explain the digital forensics lifecycle. The third question is discuss the various methods of extracting forensic evidence. The fourth question is write a short note on chain of custody, digital forensic science and network forensics. The fifth question is explain 5 different types of digital analysis that can be performed on the captured forensic evidence. The sixth question is what are the activities involved in the process of forensics. The last question is what are the guidelines to follow for digital evidence collection phase, explain. These are the important questions in Module 5, and if you want the full PDF of this passing package, first subscribe to my channel and then follow the link in the comment box, and all the best for your exams.